back with another video, and today I figured I would go over Equine First Aid. This is not something that is covered a lot that I see here on YouTube, so I figured I would take you all along and show you what's in my personal first aid kit that I keep here at the barn, that I keep my horse at, and maybe y'all can get some ideas of what y'all want to keep in yours. So if you want to see what's in my first aid kit, then let's get on into it. Alright guys, let's get into the unboxing portion of this video. So here below me, right here, I have my package that I got from Coro.com. I'll leave the link in the description. We're gonna go ahead and open it up and see what all I got. On first opinion, I'm not a huge fan of the box because the box looks really rough, but we'll see how the stuff looks inside. I'm sure everything inside is perfectly fine. The box just looks a little worse for wear. Okay. So it looks like everything was packaged really well. They've got the packing bubbles in here to keep everything protected, which I am a huge fan of. Let's take these out. Wow, look at a lot of stuff in here. And here's what everything looks like inside the box. So let's just get on into it. Okay, first off, let's start off with vet wrap. Very common thing. I keep this in, I keep multiple rolls of this in my first aid kit at all times because you never know when you're gonna need it. And this has multiple different uses other than just covering a wound. So I got 2 rolls of green, lime green I should say. I got 2 pink. I got 2 hunter green. I got 2 in blue. And I got 2 in yellow. So that right there is 10 rolls. I try to keep anywhere between 5 to 10 in my box, and once I get down to about 2, I'll order more. Next in here, I have Wonder Dust. This is a blood stopping powder. Your horse manages to stick himself with a T-post, gets a cut, take this, put it in your hand, throw it on it, it'll stop the bleeding. This is something I also like to keep in my first aid kit. I got 2 of them because I have horses at 2 different places. So one's for me, one's for another location. I got some SWAT ointment to try. This is a fly repellent ointment. You're supposed to put it on either the sheath or your mare's udder, and it keeps the flies away. You can also put it on their belly, on their legs, wherever, on their face, not on the eyes. But this is good for repelling flies. And this is my first time using these. Quidex 2. It's a focusing and calming paste. Gus gets extraordinarily anxious when he gets in our trailer. Anxious to the point that he will stress himself out. So I got these to try, and I will be sure to let y'all know how that goes. I got 2 because I'm gonna do 1 as kind of like a dry run to see how it works with him and see if it's gonna work at all. And then I'm gonna save 1 for the vet trip. Hopefully these will work very well. I also got him another salt rock, another salt lick for his stall. I got this for Gus. I try to keep salt licks in his stall because one, he gets bored, and two, it's summer and he's sweating a lot more. So this kind of helps replace all that salt he's losing as he's sweating. And then I got some animal intake pads. These are what I use whenever Gus formed an abscess, were these pads. I'm not gonna open them up, but these are, and you can kind of see the shape of a hoof. So what you do, you pull one out, you soak it down, and then you'll put it on the bottom of your horse's foot and wrap it in vet wrap and then duct tape. If you want me to make a video on how to treat for an abscess, I can do that. But I got 2 of these, one for me, one for another location. And the last thing I got was Cowboy Magic Super Shine, because I am a big fan of Cowboy Magic. I've been using their shampoo and conditioner for several months now, and I love it. Seems to work very well with my horse. So I figured we'd give the body spray a try. I also love their detangler too. But all in all, this is everything that I got in my shipment. As you can see, it was packaged very well. The spray bottle is taped, the Wonder Dust is taped, so it didn't open. But this is everything that I got from them. And all in all, it was under $100. So definitely a website I will be getting from again. Okay, so as y'all can see, I have my first aid kit right here next to me. So I'm going to slide it around and I'm going to open it up and show y'all what all I keep in here. Let's just say it is packed. Okay, first thing you see when you open it is a list. I keep a list of everything that you will find in this kit and what to do with it, what it can be used for, and things like that. So I've got a first aid kit list, and then I also have an emergency contact list that has all the numbers of people that need to be contacted in the event of an emergency, such as myself, the barn owner, my vet, my farrier, etc., etc. His Coggins are also on the back of this, so that way in the event of an emergency and he needs to be trailered off property and I'm not here, they do have a copy of his Coggins, so he is able to be transported in the event of a life or death emergency. Okay, so that's the first thing. So to start, here's my halter. It's just a very simple rope halter. It's got a short lead line, so in the event that they need to catch him, they have that. A fly mask if there is an injury to his face. This way his face can be protected. A thermometer, a digital thermometer that can be used multiple times. Petroleum jelly to go with the thermometer. I've got 2 different size gauze pads. I've got small and medium. These are 3x3 and these are 2x2s. So I've got packs of those. I've got clear bandage tape. These are my animal intake pads. These are the pads that I got earlier in the video. I keep these in here. 70% isopropyl alcohol. This can be used as a disinfectant, as a cleaning solution. This has so many uses around the barn. My Banamine, which I keep this in the tack room and during summer because it's hot, and whenever it's cold and it's winter and it's going to freeze, I take it home so it doesn't freeze. Got bandages for people, so that way you cut your finger. Got bandages up here. Iodine solution. This stuff works extremely well in drying out wounds very, very quickly. I will spray this stuff on an injury my horse gets, whether it be his skin's leg, he has an abscess, I'll spray this stuff on it. Within 24 hours, it is completely dried up and it started to scab over. Love this stuff. I keep this in here, it's no chew spray for wood, because this is just kind of where it stays out of the way. My Furazone ointment and my Corona ointment, I keep 2 different ones. This one is more sticky. It is very, very tacky, and it'll stick very, very well to an open, bleeding, oozing wound. This stuff is a little thinner and is more like Neosporin, whereas this is more like almost like a tacky consistency. I like both of them. They both work very well. I honestly prefer Corona over Furazone just because of how tacky it is. I keep Gorilla Tape. I keep this in the case that they have a foot injury and I need to wrap the foot up quickly. I have Gorilla Tape. It works better with shoes versus duct tape in my opinion. I keep bandage scissors in here. A cup. I keep this for Epsom salts, or if there's anything that I need to, splash a injury, I'll keep a cup in here. DMSO. This stuff is extremely handy in swelling. Be sure to wear gloves when you handle this stuff because it will burn your hands. Wonder Dust. This can be used in stopping bleeding. It's like a stopping powder. You know how you clip a dog's nails, you clip them too close, they start bleeding. They have quick sticks for that. That's what this is for horses. It's a quick stick in dust form. Hydrogen peroxide with spray handle. A bag that has, hello sir, that has 10 ml syringes in it, and 20 gauge needles, and 19 gauge needles. I've got a whole bag full of them. Epsom salts for foot soak or to reduce swelling. Gloves, a very important thing to keep in a first aid kit. Liniment gel, this stuff can be handy in reducing swelling or just easing sore muscles in horses that are worked a whole lot. I have an entire container in here of vet wrap. This is actually an old fly boot container that I got a pair of fly boots in, and I didn't want to throw it away, and I don't like all my vet wrap just rolling around in a tub. This way it's protected all in one place. I try to keep this thing very full. Cling wrap, which can be used in putting sweat wraps on. This is a highly absorbent padding. It's just a big ball of gauze that I can use to wrap a leg or to wrap an injury if it needs to be easily protected. And the last thing that is in here is polo wraps. These are polos. And then this is an elastic sport wrap. This is more useful in just protecting and supporting. If a horse has like a ligament injury or a tendon injury, you can wrap with this and it provides much more support. But that is everything that I keep in my first aid kit. If y'all want to know how to use some of this stuff or how to do some of the things I talked about, like a sweat wrap, how to treat an abscess, how to put polos on, how to wrap for an injury, how to use Wonder Dust. If these are things that y'all want me to go into detail on how to do, let me know. I would love to make a little mini series like this, but this is what I keep in my first aid kit. I hope that y'all learned some very interesting stuff, and I hope that y'all can take notes and make your own first aid kit in the event of an emergency. But that's all I have for this video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.
I'll keep tossing rocks at your window. There's no turning back for us.